Okay, this is Chapter 7, Problem Solve 2. We're going to work on the query percent of sales volume. So in the last two queries, we built the underlying data that's going to be used for this query percent of volume, sales volume. So once again, this is trying to determine percentage of a whole. So if we read this, it says create a query based on query volume by category and query total sales volume that displays category, category volume name, and a calculated field named percent of sales volume that shows the percent of sales volume for each category. Percent of sales volume is calculated by dividing category volume by total volume. So we've seen that several times. We're going to format it as percent. So let's go ahead and start our query by creating a query in Query Design. We're going to bring query, so I have to move over to the Queries button or tab. Volume, query volume by category, and total sales volume. All right, we're going to bring my grid up. And we're going to put category, category volume, and then we're going to create a new calculated field. That new calculated field is going to be called percent PCT of sales volume, colon. And it is derived by dividing category volume by total volume. So category volume divided by total volume. So I'm taking category volume divided by total volume. I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And I can run it. And I get, once again, I get those railroad ties, those pound signs. That tells me I forgot to make this a percentage. So if we look at this, format percent of sales as percent. So I'm going to right click, Properties, Format, Percent. Close, run, and now we get the percentage. So half, over half of everything sold comes from clothing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save it. qryPctOf of sales volume. And then we're going to, so we're done with 13, done with that. So now in 14, we're going to, in this data sheet view, add a total. Because remember, when we do this, we always like to validate that we are getting 100% here. So we're going to put our total row in, click under percent, and make it a sum. And it should equal 100%. So that's your double check that you did the formula correct and everything is kosher. Sorry.